This lecture about Python modules and packages. Myself Konkunjana, Assistant Professor of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. JAS Group, it's a joint venture. So the topics in Module 7 that we will cover are: what is module, the import statement, module basic example, Python inbuilt module, Python math module, random module, packages, composition, input output printing on screen, reading data from keyboard, opening and closing file, reading and writing files. Now we will start lecture 1 of module 7. We will do more coding exercise on Python. For coding practice and exercise, I am using Python IDE with Python 3.8.3 shell, and I am using digital whiteboard for better clarification. Note down the text what I am writing in this digital whiteboard. In this lecture, we will be covering what is module, the import statement, module basic example, what should be imported, and where it would be imported. What is the advantage of importing? So all these things we will discuss one by one. So first we need to know what is module. What is module? In very short, we can say modules are code files meant to be used by other program. Modules are simply code file. Okay. What I have said, modules are source code files used by other programs. Okay, modules are source code files used by other programs. Now I am explaining it. If you quit from the Python interpreter and enter it again, the definitions you have made for suppose function and variables are lost. Therefore, if you want to write a somewhat longer program, you are better off using a text editor to prepare the input for the interpreter and running it with that file as input instead. This is known as creating a script. As your program gets longer, you may want to split it into several files for easier maintenance. You may also want to use a handy function that you have written in several programs without copying its definition into each program. Now come to the point. To support this, Python has a way to put definition in a file and use them in a script or in an interactive instance of the interpreter. Such a file is called a module. Such a file is called a module. Definitions from a module can be imported into other modules or into the main module. So, a module is a file containing Python definition and statements. The file name is the module name with a suffix .py, Python extension appended with it. Now, we need to know how we can include or inherit source scope of other Python file into the current Python file or source code. In order to use a module, we use the import statement. A module can import other modules. Which statement I will use? Import statement. Import, and then you need to write down the module name. To write down the module name. Let's write simple Python program. So it will be better understood by you. I like to define a method, name of which someone. A is the argument, B is the argument, C equals to A plus B. Again, I am defining another function. Where C equals to A multiplied by B and return C. And return C. So, this code is a very easy and basic example. Let's save the program as Module1.Py. Save this Module1. Name of this program is suppose Module1 and the extension will be Py. Okay. Consider while making another program, you need multiplication or addition of two numbers. We need not make any function. You can take the advantage of Module1 that I have written. In order to use the functions and variables of the Module1 program, we'll use the import statement. We'll use the import statement. Here you need to write down the Module1 name. Here what you have to write? For example, import module1. Okay, import module1. We can also import multiple module. This is the syntax of single. How to import multiple module in Python? How to import multiple module in Python? Import. Now write down the module name and they will be next module 2 and so on. Okay, and so on. Okay, so these all are the module name. What I have written here, import is the statement. Okay, now module1 is the name of the module, module 2 is another module, module 3 is another module, and they are separated by comma. They are separated by comma. Okay, all these modules are separated by comma. So these are the modules and they are separated by comma. Let's make another program. Let's make another program to access it. Suppose name of the program is mod1. Mod1. Okay. In this program code, I will access the functions of module1. Here, I will import module1. Module1. Now write the value 12 y equals to 34. Now print Samich. Now call this module. Now call this module function. Okay. Again, to multiply these two numbers, I will call module1 mul1 method, and I will pass the argument x and y. Okay, clear? So here I have input this code. Okay, input this code and that will be import the method of this all. Okay. Now again also I like to open another function. This is the module1 function. This is another function. This is module1 and this is module1. Okay, this is the code of module1 function. Clear? Fine. So in this module1 function, what I will do, I will import the method of it. method of it. I will import all the method of this function. Okay. Now show what will be the output. Yes, correct. So these methods are imported onto this code mod1 file. We can rename module name also in current source code also. How we can do it? Suppose this is the module 1. I like to sort it. Okay. How can I do it? So let's know the syntax of using the renaming of the module. Import is the statement. Module name will be there as new name. Okay, new name that you like to for this current. Use new name to avail this module code in your current source code. Okay. So this is, you need to use this keyword as. This keyword you need to use it. This is the new name. Okay. It's a new name. And this is the existing module name. This is the existing module name. Okay, clear? So we have written it. Now I need to modify the code. What I have to do? Module 1 as MD. I like to rename it as MD. Okay. So what we have to do? Instead of module 1, we will write MD here. It will take more time and you not need to write more character. Okay. Now run this program. Okay. The output is same. There is no change. Okay. So this is about the import statement. Now I will give some example of module. I will give some example of module. Okay. Which type of example I like to give you for better clarification? Module for basic calculation. Module for basic calculation. Suppose the name of this module is B Calci and the extension will be PY, and another module name will be module for advanced calculation. Module for advanced calculation. Suppose name of this file is advcalci.py. The name of this file. Okay. Now write code bcalci.py and advcalci.py. Okay. Suppose Suppose name of this is B calci py. Okay, clear? I like to define the function that way. Okay, that will be used to add two numbers and will return the value. Next is the SUB function for subtraction, and it will return the subtracted value. Next is the multiplication, and it will return the multiplication value. And the last one for this BCalc module is suppose dwave, that will be used for division purpose. Next we will write code for ADV calc. Now we will write code for ADV calc. Okay, ADV calc. Okay, here we will define the function for factorial calculation. For factorial calculation, fac f is the name of the function. Fac f is the name of the function. This is the name of the function. Here we will pass the factorial value, and this is the logic. First I have initialized f which will contain the factorial value, and a is the passing arguments, that will be the natural number, positive natural number, whole number. Okay, now if that will be continue up to a greater than 0, and it will be the factorial value will be stored 1 by 1, and this is the stopping condition. After that finally we will return the factorial value. Okay, clear? So we have defined this function within ADV calc value. Next we will define another function whose name is powf. Whose name is powf. Okay, now this is the name of the powf function. We have passed two arguments. What is the purpose of this function? That will find out the we use to find out the value of a to the power b. Value of a to the power b. Okay, that will find the a to the power b value. Okay, clear? So this is the way, in this way we will do that. Okay, and after that I will return the value of p. Clear? So we have write bcalc.py module and advcalc.py module. Now I will write a Python source code file where I import these two modules, and when required I will call the function defined on these two modules. Okay, this is the everything. So write code now. Write another code to import these two function, two modules functions. Okay, suppose AB is the name of this new module where I like to import all the function of bcalc and advcalc. Okay, so what I have to use, import statement I need to use, and I need to include the name of the file. Okay, and to access the more functions of advanced calc, we need to use this. We need to import this onto this program. Now just import the file to add two numbers. Okay, I have import it from this function. What will happen from this bcalc module? I have imported this function. Okay, now run this one. Okay, so in this module, the code is available. Okay, from where you get the ADF function, you get it from this module, bcalc module. You get it from this module. Okay, you get it from this module. Okay, clear? And why you get it? As because you have imported this in this source code. Okay, so this is all about our function. Okay, next I like to modify the code to access the subtractions of the function. So what we have to do, just I will have to access the sub function. Okay, just I need to access the sub function here, subtraction function. Okay, subtraction function. Now run this program. Fine, so this is it. Okay, clear? In similarly, we will access the diff functions also. Okay, now suppose just I like to call the division function. Okay, now run this function. Clear? So this is about this. Okay, okay, now access the pow function, factorial function from the adv calc. Okay, just I am modifying this code. Okay, this is for advanced calculation. 4 factorial will be calculated. I have accessed the fact function. I have accessed the fact function. Okay, from where it will be accessed? It will be accessed from this module. Okay, advanced calci module I have access it. Okay. So now run this code. We know the value of the factorial 2 into 3, 6 into 4, 24. Okay. So here we can guarantee that the method advanced calci have imported there. Next, we'll test for the pow function. Okay, we'll test for the pow function. Simple modification is required for this line. Okay, 2 to the power 3, that is 8. Okay, so clear? So how you access it? Advanced calc is imported and pow function is available onto this advanced calc module. That way so it will be accessed there. All these methods will be accessed. Okay, so we have give very basic example of module. These all are defined to us. Okay, in slide, in this section, what I have done, what about the basic example we have done? We have the function that is basic bcalc.py function is this. This is the bcalc.py function. Okay, and this is the advcalc py module. Okay, and we have imported all this onto this section. This is our another module. We have imported here and also this is imported there. Okay, that how we are able to access it. This is coming from this position. Okay, and we are also able to use this function. Clear? So we have completed our topics. So we have learned about module, how to import it. We have learned and have given some example of modules to import in other program. Thank you.